Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me what you want, what.
Hey, it's the top of the hour. I haven't done one of these announcements in a while, so I figured why wouldn't I? And like scare Mel and everybody else in the show coming up that didn't remember that I used to do these sort of announcements at the top of the hour to let you know that no, the show isn't starting yet, but it will be starting soon. So this is your chance to go ahead and grab something to eat, some snacks, get yourself a beverage, get all comfy cozy, and of course remember to share out that link with your friends and family that aren't already on the stream, as long as your friends and family like it spicy. And get yourself all ready, because Friendfiction will begin in about 2.5 minutes. Welcome to the virtual Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Friendfiction. Please welcome to your screen, Friendfiction.
Hello! Welcome to Friendfiction, where comedians write fan fiction about other comedians. I am Melanie Ford, and we have just a delightful Friendfiction today. I am excited. But before we get into it, we should introduce our writer and our stars for the evening. So tonight we've got Jesse Gould, who has written a piece for us about Derek Dozier and Chris Carlson. Woo! Yeah. Okay. Cool. So,
boy band.
Let's start with Jesse. Jesse.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. How was? We talked about it a little bit before we got on air, but how was the writing experience for you?
It flew pretty well. Like, I didn't have any writer's block. It was just like finding the ability to sit down and get it out, like spew it all out of my head. And I had a lot of fun because I haven't written anything like this. I always wrote research papers and really dry scientific bullshit. So I had more fun with this than I thought I would.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah. I guess without getting too spoilery. Oh God, I just ran ahead on accident.
Talk about my influences.
Yes, your
things
influences.
Like that. So I was influenced a lot by Barbarella.
Okay.
and what is it? The Odyssey.
The Odyssey, of course.
Yes.
Of course. Yes.
So I would say it's a mixture of those two things.
Good. Yeah, and then us and Derek, we have like a special Mixfits coming up a week from today.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
We're gonna do an online variety show for everybody. It will be lovely and funny and full of Mixfits.
Yeah.
I need to stop moving.
Oh. It's just like the hand is just like disappearing and reappearing. Hi. Cool. And that's like 9?
Yes.
Cool. I've realized now that me being in a swivelly chair is a mistake, so I'm going to do this for the next hour. Cool. So, Derek, you're already there. Hi, Derek.
Howdy.
How are you?
No, I'm excellent. How you doing?
I'm doing good. You know, you were just last month, you were in Jesse's shoes, and now you're on the other side. How are you feeling about that?
So much more excited to be on this side of things. I wore a top that I think might help, just be relevant. And that's all the preparation I had to do. I did a vocal exercise. I gave Chris some hugs, some emotional encouragement, but I didn't have to write anything down, Mel. And that really empowered me to perform at my height.
Good. I like how you already know you're going to perform at your height. Talking about it. So, I appreciate the confidence. Do you have any, I shouldn't ask that though, because then you might have inklings that Chris doesn't have, and then it's like spoilers. So you're doing Mixfits with us, but you're also, we talked about this last month, you're doing imported comedy at the Punchline.
Pandemics are scary and weird. But yeah, we're planning a show with Punchline, February 28th. Wednesday. It would be our first imported comedy there. Mikhail Trinovsky, the host of the show, used to bartend there. He started at that open mic. So if you have any of that sweet reminiscence of, something like somebody's starting at their club and then making something there, we're doing it. So we're doing an all immigrant stand-up show. They're super funny people. Check out Sacramento Punchline.
Yeah. Glorious. Did I see a ukulele?
Oh, no, that's not quite a ukulele.
It's
a banjo. Wow, you know a banjo by sight, Mel. You never cease to impress me. You are an impressive person always around.
I've known a lot of quirky people. What can I say?
Let it be known.
Yeah. Cool. Great. Thank you. Chris Carlson.
Hello.
Hi. Liking the hat.
Thanks.
Oh,
no.
and it's gone. Yeah. We've it's funny because we've met a handful of times and there's always just some very amusing thing that has happened. I can't recall any of it. But you are a character.
Thank you.
I mean that affectionately. Yeah. So I know that you don't really have anything like to promote right now, but if you had like your dream thing to promote right now, what would that be?
Yes, Derek and I are actually soliciting collaboration on a show we're pitching through Berkeley Rep. That's like a clown musical project that's supposed to redeem musical theater from kind of what it's resurrecting. And that old Rodgers and Hammerstein, even like what Hamilton wouldn't touch. So we're trying to mark out new territory, and we'll keep updating if that progresses. But
okay,
it's
I
not
have
exciting.
I have no musical skills, but I would acquire some for a clown musical.
Good to know.
Thank you. Yeah.
Absolutely. Good luck with that. Good luck
Thank
with
you.
that endeavor. Okay. Well, on that note, I guess we should just dive on in. I feel like we've touched all the bases. Apparently we're gonna
It's
touch
so
all
hard
the
not to
things.
touch the script. I've had to not touch it. I was ignoring it like a fancy cake that would give me hot snake poops. Don't look at it. Don't look at it because I'll touch it.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is one thing that I just realized I don't know how to check because I don't have a third screen. So when we do friend fiction in person, we cast small roles from the audience.
Right.
And so I'm wondering if we have if there's like anybody in the audience that Jesse would like to cast if they're pitching interest. But again, I don't know how we're going to look at who's in the chat. This is going smoothly. I thought
It's going
about
great.
this.
This is exactly how we rehearsed it.
Yes, precisely. Yeah. Actually, let me. No, I can't. No, I don't know how to work his device well enough.
We might have Jesse just read the
Yeah.
right.
third parts.
Right, Jesse Jones is here. Hello.
Oh, that I was thinking me, but
Oh,
I guess
hi.
Jesse could do it too.
Well, I was thinking, like you can cast. It's your directing.
That's
but,
true.
like,
I
many
wouldn't
takes.
mind if Jesse Jones is Ryan King because I wrote some things I don't really want to say out loud.
Ah,
Okay.
wonderful. Sure.
Jesse Jones, do you
Sure.
consent to being cast as Ryan King?
Yeah, just go ahead and send a script over, I guess. I don't think
Oh, yeah.
Jesse has the script.
I don't think I
Yeah.
can do a Ryan King, so we'll see how this goes.
Does Jesse have a script?
I sent it to Mel, so
Okay.
Mel
Oh,
can
okay.
forward
So
it.
I have just okay.
Oh wait,
Just
I
fire
could
it.
also do it.
Yeah, I have an email for Jesse, so I can do that.
Fire it
Now
on
you're
over
both
in
doing
chat,
it.
whichever
Now
way you
you're
want
both
to
doing
do.
it. Gould can do it.
Okay, cool. Okay, Gould's got it. Okay, great. Okay, and then I'm assuming Ryan King's part's not for a minute, right? So like, but you have to read the. Well, I'll be patient.
Well, we
Yeah,
got
it's not for a minute. It's like it's towards the end.
Cool. Okay. Well.
Might
And
have to
then-
go to that button and hit attachments from there.
And then a theater owner Jesse, to
Yes.
distinguish you two. It's been like more than 30 seconds. Is there anybody in the audience that's like thrown their name in or
Nobody's clamoring at the moment, so
good? Cool. Okay, I encourage you. You guys have boundaries, and I'm proud of you. Great. Cool. So, Jesse,
Okay, I sent it to Jesse on Messenger.
Great. So Jesse Gould, once you're ready. I
Alright.
guess okay. So if we're gonna split the roles between the three of us, though, the 5 of us, I can count. You should probably give us our roles in advance so we know to watch for them.
Okay, so Jesse, if you could be which one? Jesse, if you could be Black Man 1.
of course. Yeah.
Wait, let me see what the other ones are.
Mhm.
so proud of you, babe. So proud of you.
And I guess White Man 1.
Okay.
Ryan King, and then if Melanie and Jesse, or Melanie can be Viv and Jesse can be Vic. It's a
Okay.
speaking together part, so you have to say the words together.
Excellent.
Alrighty.
Okay. All right, that's distracting.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, and we're in.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Fade in. In the wee hours of morning in Sacramento, we find Chris and Derek, two close friends. One might even say best friends, packing up their wagon to head out south to make it big as clowns in Los Angeles. They plan to travel to the coast and follow it south. They have one beautiful horse with a flowing auburn mane and a giant cock named Mel to pull themselves and their wagon on this journey.
What are your goals for this trip? I want to be as supportive as possible for you on this journey.
Well, Chris, I don't know exactly. I just know that I can make people laugh when I'm dressed as Sylvia the Clown. And it brings me the greatest joy I've ever felt. When I get to Los Angeles, I want to find an area where I can gather a lot of people and make them all laugh at once. I know that's a crazy idea, but I can see it. It all makes sense in my mind. I'll show you.
Your imagination is too big for this world, Derek. But that's why I love it and would follow you to the end of the land to notice your dreams come true. Say, did you see that our horse Mel has a giant cock?
Oh, excuse me, talking about me like I'm not even here.
Oh, wow, a talking horse? I've never seen that before.
Oh, yeah. Mel, Chris Mel. I always forgot to introduce people to each other. I humbly apologize for my lack of courtesy. Mel is my friend and companion. We keep each other company in the El Dorado Hills. But I don't tell anyone that they can talk because I don't want that kind of attention. I only want people's attention when I'm Sylvia the Clown.
I could see why you would want to keep such a thing a secret. It is a pleasure to meet you, Mel. I hope that we can become better physically acquainted on this trip. Wink.
Boy, I'd rip you apart. Don't go getting any ideas.
Believe me, she will rip you apart.
Chris looks disappointed, but continues to load up the wagon. As dawn approaches, they head out.
So, everybody ready to go?
Ready?
Ready!
Take. I don't want to step on any scene dressing that might be funny there. I was trying to.
Okay.
She said ready, and that's your line.
Okay. Take us on down the road, Mel. Tell us a story to help us ejaculate and get our minds right.
Sure, I'll just do all the work.
You know I'll make up for it when we get to our first stop.
All right, fine. Okay, once upon a time, there lived a village of only ladies. They laughed and ate and enjoyed their lives together very much. They were all equal and gave to their community and looked out for each other.
Mel, this isn't no kind of story I meant. I meant a dirty one.
I'm getting there. Just edge for a bit, jeez. One thing the ladies all did was pleasure each other, and I mean intensely and immensely. The tale says that you could hear their orgasms from miles away, but no one could ever find the group of ladies. No one, that is, until Nealon. Nealon heard their orgasms and made his way into the forest. After searching for 8 days, he thought he'd never find them. Their orgasms taunting him everywhere he turned, moans filled with pleasure. Next thing he knew, he had passed out. When he came to slowly, he realized that there were multiple women sitting on top of him. One on his face, he choked trying to breathe, but that just caused more pleasure to come down on his head. And then he tasted the most magnificent elixir to ever touch his lips as the woman on top of him started convulsing in orgasm. That's when he realized that there was a woman riding him as well. He came hard and the woman cut off and 3 more took her place, playing with his member and trying to get it excited again. Jesse, is any of this okay on Twitch?
I don't know the TOS rules. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure this is fine.
Okay.
Mel turned back at Chris and Derek and saw they were both asleep, cum-covered dicks in hand, and they stopped their story and continued down the road. As the sun was setting, our main characters saw smoke from a fire in the distance.
We better steer clear of that fire. We don't know if the people there are friend or foe.
Everyone is my friend, Derek. Come on, let's check it out.
All right. Well, let's sneak up on them and see if we can tell who they are before they notice us.
As the wagon gets closer to the fire, a wheel gets loose and crashes the wagon to the ground. Mel gets spooked and starts running in circles. Chris is thrown from the wagon, and Derek is holding on to the reins for dear life. Eventually, Mel calms down and the wagon comes to a halt.
What happened? Scared the crap out of me.
The wheel is busted, and I'm sure the people in the fire heard that. So much for being sneaky.
Let's get naked so they know we mean no harm and have no weapons.
Good idea, as always.
The two get naked, and just as they do, the bushes start rustling, and 3 large black men come into view. Derek, who is also black, gives Chris the international sign to be quiet and approaches the men.
Oh, I'll translate. He knows sign language. He's doing silent.
Also,
Yeah. He says, hello. He says, my name is Derek. He says, he and I are lovers and not fighters. Who do we have the pleasure of making acquaintance with this evening?
We are the Oakland Raiders. Surrender and you will not be harmed.
I thought you moved to that valley in Nevada.
Some of our traitorous brethren left us for that place, but many of us stayed here where we belong, in Oakland.
Are there many places to raid still left in Oakland? You raiders have been here a very long time. I have to imagine that everyone has been raided by now.
We make do with what we can get, like this lovely bounty we're catching tonight.
Wait! You don't have to take anything by force. We are givers. Hey, what do you need? We would like to make you happy.
It's stupid.
Hey, things that make you happy are not stupid. For instance, I enjoy a feather being gently brunched against the backs of my knees.
It's true.
Might you enjoy this?
before the man can answer, Derek is upon him, feather in hand.
That is delightful.
You can see his penis getting erect in his tight, stretchy capri-style pants as Derek dances the feather against the back of his knees and breathes softly on his ear.
It's working.
This is quite enjoyable. Maybe we don't have to steal from you after all. Come, join us at our camp. Bring your friend and your horse and your feathers. All of them.
The three men easily lift the wagon and reattach the wheel. As they make their way into camp, our team can see there are about 12 men sitting around the fire, laughing, drinking, and hollering as men do. They all quiet down as they approach.
We have come on this night to bring you pleasure and comfort beyond gold.
We want nothing but to make you happy.
It is true. With one touch of a feather on the back of my knee, I became harder than a rock, throbbing and needing to release like never before.
And I have many more feathers and tips to share with all of you.
The night ended in a pile of satisfied bodies, snoring and snuggling together as the fire died out, the smell of dried cum wafting into the night. As morning came, Derek, Mel, and Chris sucked a few more cocks, and with bellies full, backed up the wagon to continue down south.
I'm gonna miss those Raiders. Who knew? I was never a fan before, but I'm gonna paint their logo on my wagon to show my support of their team.
That's silly, Derek. That type of trend will never catch on.
Oh, that night was amazing. I've never felt so many tight assholes begging for more around my massive.
What's that, Mel? I can't quite understand you there.
Our talking horse is a stutter.
Yeah, you got a little stutter there,
I
Mel.
said, I've never felt so many tight assholes begging for more around my massive member.
Oh!
Yeah.
The crew made their way slowly down the road, reminiscing about their newfound lovers and feeling saddened they may never see them again. As nightfall came, they heard a rustle in the bushes.
Who's there?
But we are lovers, not fighters. Please, show yourselves.
It might have just been a squirrel.
In that moment, they see two heads pop up in the bushes, blushing with twigs in their hair.
We didn't mean to scare you. We were just having a little bit of fun in the brush.
Yes. Sorry, mates. I was just sharing the innermost blissful and beautiful moment of my eternal being with this bodacious babe that I just met and felt a mad, deep connection to. I looked into her eyes and just knew that she may be a possible person to intertwine our bodies together and create music with. You know what I mean, my handsome brethren.
Why, yes. I do know exactly what you mean. As soon as I looked into both of your eyes, I felt that same feeling that I should be there with the two of you intertwined in your limbs, tasting all the juice coming from your bodies.
Derek and Mel looked at each other, rolling their eyes, listening to Chris fall in love with these two strangers after he'd been moping around all day about the loss of his tall, hunky raider.
Chris, can we talk for a second?
Whatever's the matter, Derek?
I'm worried that you were just looking for a rebound after last night.
No! Didn't you hear them? The magic of the universe and stuff. These are my people. They even have dreads.
That's true. Everybody really should be nicer to white people with dreads.
I'm just going to set up for the night and watch. I have no energy after last night's adventure. This area seems safe as much as I trust white people with dreads.
Come on, Derek. Let's connect with these two. See where the night takes us.
Derek notices a hemp plant next to them, rolls a fat doobie with the flower of the plant and a leaf from a tree nearby. It really is a beautiful area of the forest. As he takes in the smoke of the hemp plant, his mind relaxes, and he thinks maybe these whites ain't so bad.
I just have one question. I'll know if I can lay with y'all tonight. What's your sign?
Derek, you didn't ask the Raiders about that. What's the big deal if they are astrologers?
It's a big deal to me. Astrology, like all religions, ain't real. If I'm going to sleep with someone, I want to know that I'm not sleeping with a complete fucking idiot.
It sounds like you were just projecting. If you want, we can just talk and cuddle tonight and not connect with these two.
I don't mean to interrupt, but what do you mean, sign?
Derek's eyes widen in hope, his penis instantly erect.
He means like Aquarius.
Do you want a gangbang or not, Cheryl?
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, mine you were about to say Aquarius?
No, I was going to say there's a sign for an aquarium up the road. It says Monterey Bay Aquarium.
You had me at science.
I didn't even say science.
Oh, sorry. Don't ruin the moment.
Derek begins kissing the white woman with dreadlocks deeply on the lips, dragging his fingers lightly over her body, giving her goosebumps and sending warm, fuzzy feelings up and down her spine. Chris and the white man with dreads begin embracing as well. Chris and Derek reach out their fingers for each other, and before Mel's eyes, 2 became 4, and lips and smells and liquids are all being thrown about. In the wee hours of the morning, Mel had lifted Chris and Derek back into the wagon and headed on down the road. The road was windy and treacherous with big cliffs and breathtaking views. A faint song started to be heard from the distance, waking Chris and Derek up from their slumber.
As I went down to the river to pray, studying about them good old way, and who shall worry? Sing it with me with starry crown. Good Lord, show me the way. This sounds too white if I do it myself.
Let's go down. Let's go down. We wanna go down. Oh, sister.
Let's go down to the river to pray. Did you write the whole song in again? We have another verse.
We know we're doing now.
Down to the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the golden crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, let's go down, come on down. Oh, brothers, let's go down to the river to pray.
You know, I don't pray, Chris. What the hell? You know, I don't pray, Chris. What the hell? What the? God damn it.
Oh no. Okay, so we have to end that song bit again on down to the river to pray. Jump in.
Chris, could you pick a different song?
Tell me where to work on the docks. Union's been on strike. He down on his luck. So tough. Gina works a diner all day, working for a man. She brings home her pay for love. For love. She says we got to hold on to what we got. It doesn't really matter if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot. Oh, love. We'll give it a shot. What? Right there.
You know I don't pray, Chris. What the hell? God damn.
Hey, I enjoyed it. My ass was shaking to both songs. I really hoped you two would notice.
You know, I have a past, present, and future with the church. Just let me sing my songs. I was pulled by the voice of those beautiful mermaids down there on that rock.
You see mermaids? How about any hippocampuses? I could use a good lay in the ocean today.
What's a hippocampus?
What? Were you raised in a barn? Because I was. And I learned what a hippocampus was. First and foremost, of greatest importance to me, a hippocampus is a seahorse. Strong and stunning on top, feminine, magical on the bottom. I've always wondered how they had sex, and this may be when I finally get to find out. Secondly, the hippocampus is a complex brain structure embedded deep in the temporal lobe. It has a major role in learning and memory. It kind of looks like a seahorse, hence the same name.
Take us down. Take us down to the coast, Mel. Let's see what's down there to snack on.
Had it with this behavior. If you go down there, I'm not going with you.
But Chris, interspecies erotica awaits.
I'm pretty certain after the past several scenes that there's something in the Bible about this. And since I'm butthurt that you wouldn't let me sing my Bible songs, I'm going to pretend I'm better than you and not sleep with animals today.
Chris walked off into the forest, not even looking back once. A tear shed down from Derek's eye as he watched his friend go, but he wasn't going to let it ruin his day. There could be a chance to fuck mermaids. Excuse me. And that was better than friendship. At least he thought.
I'm not sure these are mermaids or hippocampuses.
Well, what could they be? I hope still a fuckable creature.
No. I am not doing this. Not with a face like that. Those are elephant seals.
Blubber could still be nice. Hey, blubber could still be nice. I mean, there's gotta be a reason for sharks to like it.
No, I'm not taking you down there. We don't need to make any regrettable decisions for an elephant seal. Mermaids, hippocampuses, sure, but not an elephant seal.
The elephant seals heard this and cried out. Knowing they would never know love the way that other animals did, they began fighting with each other, and one by one they all perished. As they perished, Derek sang,
I don't believe in fairies. I don't believe
in ghosts.
I don't believe
in that.
Sorry. Okay. No, it's the I grabbed the wrong thing. So okay, we're falling out of it forever a moment. I just grabbed the wrong thing because I didn't realize there's gonna be real songs. I grabbed like a joke guitar, and we're trying to use the joke guitar as if it's a real guitar, but Chris is just close enough that it's just so tempting to treat it like a real guitar. Okay, so I'm gonna plow it back into this again. Do you want to reset me into it, director?
The elephant seals heard this and cried out. Knowing they would never know love the way that other animals did, they began fighting with each other, and one by one they all perished. As they perished, Derek sang,
I don't believe in fairies. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in vampires hungry for our throats. I don't believe in demons or witches that can fly. I don't believe in dragons. I think it's all a lie. So when I'm in the dark, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I know it's only me and what I face.
Is that it? Yeah.
Did I skip the second verse? I think that's good. A director.
Okay. Yeah.
The camera pans out and fades away from Derek and Mel, somberly trotting down the road. The camera now changes to Chris wandering inland, finally finding a clearing in the brush. Chris makes his way through the clearing in the brush, and it opens to show a large structure made of wood, multiple stories high, with a smokestack coming out of the top. In front of the structure is a tall man with an eye patch. I forgot I added that. Smoking a pipe by a fire. Chris approaches the tall man.
Good morning, sir. I might have warmed my hands by your fire. I have just left my companions and walked through the woods all night. Would you mind telling me where I am? I'm trying to get to Los Angeles. I'm Chris, by the way.
I'm going to try my very best. My name is Ryan King, and this is my school for bright and talented men like yourself. You're in San Luis Obispo.
I'm still quite far from Los Angeles. You said this was a school. What kind of things do you teach here?
My specialty is teaching rich white men how to continue to be superior to others.
I would know much about that. I'm equal to all things on this earth. My life is no more useful than a fly's, and I love all things. Why would I think I was better than anyone else?
It's true. White men aren't better than others. We're actually worse because our pasty skin does not protect against the harsh rays of the sun. And, improvise more reasons why white men are worse. We're generally like handed everything, so we've never really achieved anything in our lives. So it's a lot easier. So we don't have any sort of real, actual moral compass or any sense of accomplishment because everything is just given. So it's just really easy. And now it's a secret. We can't let anyone else know.
No, we're not worse either. You didn't hear me. I said we're all the same as all things. If my friend Derek... I guess I don't know if he's my friend anymore. But if Derek were here, he'd listen to me.
But you don't understand, Chris. If women and other men with different skin tones find out that we're just as good as them, we'll have to start treating them differently.
How do you treat them now? I treat all things with my utmost respect and try my best to pleasure all things.
What do you mean by pleasure all things? You mean you dominate all things with your giant penis, right?
No, it's not about domination unless you have the consent of your partner to role play and a safe word and lots of trust involved.
That sounds awful. I trust no one but myself, and I dominate anything that stands in my way, and then fuck its orifices with my giant 3-inch penis.
Wait, you think a 3-inch penis is a giant? Have you seen many penises?
Chris whips out his penis. Soft. It's about 4 inches. Nothing to write home about. But Ryan King is astonished. He immediately kneels before Chris.
I didn't realize I was speaking to a god. I'm so sorry, my lord.
I'm getting really tired of you not listening and not understanding my point. Size doesn't matter. Yes, I'm blessed with this gigantic 5-inch penis. But who cares if I have no one who wants to touch it? Just 2 nights ago, I was intertwined with my best friend and 2 newfound lovers in eternal bliss, and I threw it all away. For what? For some god who I don't even know is real, and a conversation with an elitist asshole.
Wait, you had people in your life that willfully touch your penis and you let them go. That sounds awful. If anyone ever wanted to touch my above average 3-inch penis, I would never let them go. I built this school hoping that one day someone would find me here and want to touch my penis. I tirelessly waited year after year, putting in no effort, and no one ever came. But maybe they finally have. Maybe it's you.
I'm so tired of you not listening to me. I don't want to touch your penis, and if you don't change your attitude, no one ever will. Kindness is everything. You have to make someone feel special and go out of your way for them and spend time opening up to them and gaining their trust to feel the true connection of the universe. Your school is a disgrace, and your model will never make it in this country. Raising white boys to be dominant over all things will die with you.
What? Die with me? This escalated quickly. I don't want to die.
You should have thought of that before you assumed I wanted to touch your penis.
Chris pulls out a pencil and lodges it into Ryan King's nostril, taking off his shoe and pounding it into his skull. He had learned this technique from a substitute teacher in the schoolhouse. Ryan fell to his knees, his eye twitching a few times before he finally fell over dead. His last thought was that he would never know what it was like to have someone want to touch his penis. A tear rolling down his eye. The scene fades out on Chris. The scene fades back into Derek and Mel with the wagon, making their way into Los Angeles.
I think we made it, Derek. There's a star on the ground that says John Wilkes Booth. He's a famous actor. We're in Hollywood.
Great.
Why aren't you more excited? It has taken us a full week of travel to get down here from Sacramento, and this was your dream.
My dream was to be here at Sylvia the Clown with my best friend. But I lost my best friend, so what's the point? I lost my spirit. To make others laugh, I lost Chris.
There are plenty of other people in Hollywood that might end up being an even better friend than Chris was.
It never happened. We grew up together. We've been through so much together. So many sexual encounters. So many long nights awake, talking and getting closer and closer.
Well, look here. Here's a place where the workers are paid to do those things. It's a brothel. Why don't we go inside?
Mel and Derek head into the brothel and are met by multiple smiling faces and welcoming hospitality. What can we do for the two of you? We got a fine selection of men, women, and in between for you to choose from, and a full stable of horses and hay for your beautiful steed.
Oh, do you have any Clydesdales?
We've got a Winnie, she's a beautiful Clydesdale, and we have a Frisian, an Appaloosa, a Dutch warm blood, and some mutts.
Well, okay, I bet none of them have had a cock like mine in them. I'm gonna go head to the stable, Derek. I think you'll find plenty of distraction from Chris in here.
Chris, so you're looking for a man to soothe your comforts.
No one will soothe my comforts except for Chris. What's the point in sex without my best friend?
Oh, you need the best kind of distraction, honey. Vic and Viv, come down here. A woman and man start walking down the stairs of the brothel. It looks like they are conjoined to one another because they are wearing one big robe wrapped around them. The brothel owner kisses them both on the lips and undoes the robe. What lies in front of Derek's eyes is something he never thought he'd see, something he'd never seen on his travels to date. Just the right mix of genitals to warp his mind into a trance that forgot about Chris.
Come here, you
You
cute
cute thing.
thing.
We will let you try all of our holes.
They float over to Derek, wrapping their arms around them.
I've asked everyone if I could see their genitals, and they all looked fairly similar to me. I never thought I'd find something this extraordinary.
We
have
everything you could
ever need, and
we love you
unconditionally.
In their room, Derek experienced sexual pleasure he's never dreamed of. Two heads kissing and sucking on his body, four arms caressing and squeezing every inch of them, and an unknown number of clitorises and penises and vaginas working their erogenous zones.
This is incredible. I've never felt so good, so alive. I never want to leave.
You
never have
to.
You never have to see Chris again.
Wait. Who?
Never mind. No
one.
No, wait. I remember now. It's all coming back to me. What have you done to me? I've been drugged by your body. I must leave. I must find Chris. And I must perform as Sylvia the Clown.
No. Don't go. We love you. We want you. You're our favorite.
No! Where are you? We need to get up out of here.
I'm over here. What do you mean we need to leave?
Derek finds Mel in the stable getting their cock sucked by a beautiful Clydesdale horse.
Hey, Bev, can you give us a moment alone?
The horse gets up, wiping off her cum-covered mouth, and trots off into the corral.
I was just under a spell for days with Vic and Viv, and it was awful. I forgot all about Chris, about Sylvia the Clown. I need to find him. I need to make my dreams come true. He was the only one who ever supported me. Well, and you. I don't tell you that enough, Mel. I really appreciate you.
Really appreciate that, Derek. You don't tell me that enough, and I really needed to hear it.
The pair head out of the brothel and go back to their wagon. Derek begins putting on his clown makeup with great precision. Mel braids her hair with her hooves and puts on some mascara. When the getting ready montage ends, they head to Sunset Boulevard, a patch of dirt that has been walked on so much it resembles what the future may call a road. Sylvia begins their act, pretending to keep a sock away from Mel. About 15 minutes pass. Another clown comes, takes that sock away from Sylvia. It's Chris, he's here.
Chris, is that you?
Depends. Am I still your best friend, even after I ditched you on the journey?
The bestest friend in the whole wide world. I was so scared I lost you.
The pair embrace.
Somebody told me that you were the best I was gonna get. His name was Ryan King.
You found someone else? You still came back to me?
Believe me, he was a jerk and showed me how amazing my life was with you, you sexy atheist, you.
Oh, that's all I needed to hear. Our journey was epic, and we met lots of characters along the way, but the only character I need in my life is you and Sylvia the Clown, because that's how I'm hoping to make money.
I'm so happy to be the character in your life, as you are the character in mine. I will always support you and your endeavors. Let's make magic happen.
The two start pulling never-ending handkerchiefs out of each other's pockets, and a crowd starts gathering, laughing at them. They smile at each other, and then Derek sprays Chris with water from a flower on his lapel, and the crowd cheers. They've made it. Mel collects money from the crowd and a few phone numbers. Hollywood is going to be great for all of them. The end. I'm coughing.
Excellent.
Good job, Jesse and Mel. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, let it be known. Let it be known. You can only she her me if you think I have a giant horse cock.
I apologize.
That's okay. New gender rules acquired. Great. Okay, I love that. Yeah. Yes, I knew when I started doing this. I was like, uncomfortable sex scene. That's it's gonna happen, and it delivered. It more than delivered. Okay. Well, I know that we're kind of cutting it short for the next show. Oh, what did I do? Okay, I know we're cutting it a little short for the next show. So, thank you guys so much for doing this. Thank you for watching at home. If you didn't leave at the first mention of horsecock, though I understand you did. And
no rush, Mel. No rush. The next show's at 10. No rush.
Oh, okay. I just assumed.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the 8 and 9 were in person, and they're not happening. And then I didn't move the 10 up early, so it's just. It's you
so
guys.
we have time for the adult version.
Plenty of time. We're doing 2 shows. We're gonna rerun this.
I just would love to say, Jesse Jones, hearing your genuine black guy voice, I just couldn't love enough. I mean, and the other thing we now share, Jesse Jones, is we now both share the experience of having played a general black guy in a script, because that is often how parts for black guys are written, is without a name. Like, I was in a paid production for California Music Circus. I played Homie number 2 was my name in the script, and they paid me to be there.
I wanted to say that that was not an accurate depiction of Ryan King.
No,
he is a kind person, and none of that was personal. It just fit in the script.
When he died with a pencil, that was also a different part of the story.
I had a substitute teacher in junior high that would tell us how he would kill us with a pencil at the beginning of every class. And he was a frequent substitute.
Well, I'm glad we stuck around for that bit of context. I think we needed it, everyone. You're welcome.
Yeah. Fantastic. Kind of love this
Thank
show.
you. I love Barbarella, and so that was thank you, Jesse. Yeah.
Did you see the Odyssey part?
Yes, I was about to say I love the Odyssey. I saw that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
No, brother, where art thou references?
And Ryan had an eye patch.
Yes.
Yes.
He was the Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Ah.
That's why he had to die. That makes right, because it's the Odyssey.
Yes.
And why the pencil went into his eye.
Mm.
Yes. I totally thought about those things.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah,
All
that
the-
was fun. I apologize for laughing through most of it. It was
I wanna
harder to
feel-
read out loud than I thought it would be.
I want to film it and release it as a stab production.
If anybody wants to donate to the film fund.
Kick. While we're here, please subscribe on Patreon and subscribe right here on Twitch. All of that is so thankful, and so we're so grateful to have it. But we're going to keep making comedy all through this pandemic. So whenever you find this show, we're out here. So like and subscribe on Stab Comedy, and there's shows every night of the week being streamed.
True. That's true. Okay, cool. All right. I'm out of things. I think we're all out of things. So thank you. I love this. Have a good night. Come back
Glad
at 10.
you loved it.
Yes. Come back at 10. I don't know what's happening at 10, but you should come back at 10. Yeah. Cool. I'll see you guys next month. Maybe in person, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, that's what I'm here for, is to let you guys know exactly what's happening at 10. It's Jesse Rivera, Nicole Eichenberg. It's the return of Dear Abby WTF. I was going to try and get to who their guests were real quick, but I don't know that I can. Hold on. So it's Jesse and Nicole delve into some old school Dear Abby letters and just question how anybody got out of the 60s alive, I guess. And they'll be joined by Morgan Anderson and Lindsay Monday. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's also going to be streaming because we're not doing in-person this weekend. Maybe not next weekend. We'll see how any of this goes. Take care of yourselves out there. And take care of others, because Lord knows they're not doing it either. So that's it for us for now. Thank you all for joining us. Come back in 2 hours, and it'll be time for Dear Abby WTF. In the meantime, I'm going to make the screen for Dear Abby WTF. It'll be fun. It's going to look good, hopefully. I'll see you guys later. Let's see. Is there some place that we can rate people? I don't know. Let's see. We've still got an audience. How about we send you over to play some games with our friend Meg Brienne. Truly deep good friends. Hold on and do a little bit of jackboxing. Let them know we sent you, and I'll see you back here at 10. Hold on for the raid.
I never looked so that love before. Just hold me, baby, and love me forevermore. I swear I'm
Was he telling us we
feeling
could talk?
No, it's so funny.
Cause you're the one for me, the way you make me feel.